Hi, you guys. This is Misty with Cancerian Chronicles. Welcome or welcome back. We are jumping into a dice divination reading for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North Node. Really, if you have Leo anywhere in your chart, these messages may in fact resonate. So Leo, your overall energy is that of the number 18, which is about a big win that is incoming. It says that your efforts are about to pay off in a major way. So I don't know what it is that you've been working on or working towards. Maybe you've been working on something for a while and you have not really been seeing the fruits of your labor, but that is all about to change. So let's go ahead and move forward and break it down a little bit further. You have the number 10, which talks about a big shift that is coming. And the guidance is for you to wait for it to actually happen before you take action. So it kind of puts me in the mind of like, whatever it is that you're working on, like if you're thinking about changing things up, don't. If you're thinking about walking away or stepping away from whatever this is, don't. Just kind of keep pushing forward, keep moving forward, and some type of shift or change is about to happen. It's going to come to you. There's nothing new or different that you're going to have to do to receive this. Now you also have the number 6, which says that something valuable is showing up. This could be in the form of resources, time, or an opportunity, and it's definitely going to help level you up or upgrade you with whatever this is that you're focused on. Now, I did ask, what is it for you specifically, Leo? Is it resources, time, or is this an opportunity? And I'm actually being guided to all three. You are about to get more resources. I feel like you are about to find a way to get more time or to get your time back. And for some of you guys, I'm actually, for one of you, some of you, or none of you, I don't know. But there's also this energy of like you getting to get another opportunity or another chance at something. So this is like you get a second time or a second chance to accomplish something or to receive something, but definitely you're also receiving like some type of opportunity. And again, this is all leading towards some type of upgrade or level up in your life. I'm hearing level up, level up, level up. And then finally, you guys have the number 2. And what's interesting about the number 2, which means that there is good news on the way. It says expect a small but noticeable lift in your mood or situation. So what's interesting about this is that it's just the number 1 and the number 1 to die, and they're kind of separated apart. And that number 1, it does have a tinge of like red flag type energy, which is about something feeling off and not for you to not. It's warning you to not react emotionally, to pause and get your footing first. And what I really feel that that's all about is that, you know, you might be presented with an opportunity or, you know, there's something that's going to be presented to you. And the guidance is mainly for you just not rush in, right? Fools rush in is what I'm hearing. Don't rush to accept this opportunity or to accept these resources, because I feel like by rushing in, it kind of leads to people thinking that you don't really know your true value or your true worth, because it's almost like, let's say that you go in for a job and you know, I'm thinking about my son, you know, where he said, you know, he was telling me about, you know, his pay and then someone else's pay, a young girl that also works at his job with him. And she actually makes less than him and he just got the job. And so it's making me think of, like he said in the interview, they asked, well, what's the minimum that you're willing to accept? And so he was talking more along the lines of like how he thought that was unfair, that she was receiving less money. And I had to explain to him that, you know, in life and at work and in situations like that, you know, the reason why they ask you how much it is that you're willing to take or what's the minimum is because sometimes they're going to give you exactly what it is that you asked for, even though they technically would be willing to give you more, but it's in their best interest to pay you less. So his bottom line was not her bottom line. And so they both got their bottom lines, right? So for you, like, let's say you're at a job or like you're with a client or something, and you tell your job that the minimum amount that you're willing to take is 50,000, right? Or you tell a client that you are going to do something for them and it's going to cost $500. Well, that job is like, okay, $50,000, but they would have paid you 80. You tell this client that you're going to do something for $500, but they would have actually paid you like 5,000. Like, I'm just pulling these numbers out of the air, but there's something to do with like you doing some type of research and really reflecting on something before you actually give your final decision. I'm hearing, is that your final answer? So that's what that red flag energy is about. I don't feel like it's about someone that's going to be like out to get you or do some harm to you. It's about potentially, if you go too fast, if you move too fast without thinking, you might do, some type of harm to yourself. Like, it may not seem like a big thing, but when you realize that what you're doing is so much more valuable than what you're receiving, it makes you feel some type of way. I'm hearing that song, make me feel some type of way. So I feel like, that's something that you have to be mindful of. But that's essentially what I have for you. I hope that these messages were helpful. If so, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, share the video, all of that good stuff. I love you and have a beautiful and fantabulous rest of your day. Bye now.